Alright, we're back, and we're going to be doing another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles draft. Been doing a lot of white-black in this, so it was really nice to do a different strategy and not have it fall apart horribly in the previous draft. I think I've drafted white-black. If this is my 7th draft, I think I've done white-black like 5 times or something, so... It's nice to know I can win with other strategies, and I don't just need to constantly hit with the same thing each time. Alright, so what am I looking at here? Fugitive Droid is okay. Rat King is interesting. Rat King feels like a green-black deck. So if I were to take Rat King, I'd probably take the Nunchaku and hope to wheel Ice Cream Kitty. Ideally. I do like the Jite, however it's properly pronounced. But yeah, I think I'm down to try this black-green, see what we get. Well, we got past another Rat King, so that's already interesting. He is legendary, of course, right? Okay, for a second there, I did not see the legendary border on him, and I got thrown earlier today. I don't think the Technodrome is legendary, and that really messed with me a little bit. So, Rat King. I think I actually want Shredder's Revenge. I've been finding myself flooding out a lot in this format, and getting some extra card selection, like card draw, has been super helpful, so... From this pack, I think it's just Stomp by the Foot and the Slitherhead. I would not mind taking a blue-green land to allow for potential splashes, but the Slitherhead making a mutagen token for Rat King's trigger is probably too good. So I'm going to take another Slitherhead. I also do like having one mutant chain reaction if I'm not going to be in white. There are a lot of incredibly powerful artifacts and enchantments in this format, and some decent flyers too, and being able to kill any of those makes having one of these in the deck actually functional. Like, the 5 classes are so strong. Well, we have no black and no green cards. I'm sorry, we had 1 black card and no green cards. I think the Jite is the strongest card, so I'm going to, out of the available ones. Alright, here we can take the Punk Frogs and the thing. Blue is apparently very open, though, so... Which, again, would have been okay to have a blue land. I think the biggest problem right now is that the black and green cards in this pack are very underwhelming in comparison to everything else. I think Renee is the strongest card. There is an argument to be made for taking Renee here and taking either Pachyderm or Shredder, just because she's so much stronger. I think I'm going to take her just in case, because blue has been very open. And there is a chance we just get some balmy blue cards passed to us. BFF and Venus. Deals combat damage to a player. You may play blue if you do draw a card. Oh, 5 mana 5/5 and 4 mana 4/4, both with upside. Seems okay. And the only black card here would be Putrid Pals anyway that I would want to take. I don't really care for Bebop that much, unless I need the land cycling. I will take Westwind Avatar and Anchovy Pizza, though. Renee was just a speculative pick anyway, so I don't mind if I don't get to run her at all. But I do feel she was a lot stronger than anything else I could have taken out of that pack. We'll take the Tunnel Rats and another Slitherhead Cryptid. to keep my options open for how I'm going to trigger Disappear. I'll take him over nothing, and I will take Jenica for the same reason in case I wanted to splash something, but does not feel likely. I mean, this has just got to be Lord Dreg and Tenderize, I think. Death Toucher's okay. Mona Lisa's okay. Yeah, we're just going to do that. That is the pizza with everything. I want illegitimate business, but I don't have a ton of removal, so I think taking the Death Toucher and the Tenderize and hoping to wheel the land is slightly better for me. Mutant Ninja, Turtle, or Land. I'm not particularly overflowing with any of those. I think I'm just going to take the Foot Ninja. Ooh, Tainted Treats. Actually super helpful. Lifelink Dude is okay. I've not been super impressed with him. I think I'm just going to take the Guac. Although I usually don't wind up playing with it. Yeah, I kind of wish I had at least one Ice Cream Kitty, but I don't think there was any point in time where I felt like I could just take that and it would be okay for me to grab it, so... I think I start with that in the sideboard and we figure it out from there. Alright, so we have an okay deck. Rat King and Lord Dreg can potentially just swarm the board. I don't think I need Cowabunga because I don't think enough of my things are on point for that. Alright, let's do the T-colon creature thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So... Westwind Avatar is a good argument to not cut lands. I don't know that I need both Punk Frogs, but I do think I will run one of them. I keep cutting Guac and Marshmallow. Like, it's not bad, but it's not amazing in the deck either. The Foot Elite are only okay. The downside to this is that since this is a blue-green hybrid, I can only cast this with green mana. So I'm cutting out one of... Like, I have a bunch of black 2-drops. I wonder if I even need the Paramecia. Probably not. I'm not super thrilled with them. You want to keep all of those. I only have one Death Toucher for the Nunchaku if I don't have a big enough creature. I do have a handful of decently sized creatures to punch out most things with. The Tenderize is a little bit more forgiving because I don't lose the creature guaranteed for punching something bigger. Like, I'm inclined to cut the Zoo Escapees as the weakest 2-drop, which is a tiny bit awkward. I do think we do this to make sure we can hit the double, or we hit the single black early and the double black on time, as opposed to the double green, which we don't need until, for the most part, later. Sometimes, though. There will be times when I draw an extra swamp and just wish it were a forest. I'm sad. I'm gonna go down a land. This format has felt very 16 lands. It is questionable, though, with the Westwind Avatar in the deck, but I do still feel like I flood out an awful lot in this format, so... Sorry, as I said at the beginning of my last draft, which was same day, I am actually sick now, so... Opponent goes first. Alright, I'm going to try this, and if it fails, because I don't draw lands especially, and forests in particular, so be it. Ooh. And they left it on top. Okay, I did draw my forest. Alright, let's get the Rat King online. Yep. And ninjutsu with the beavers. Yeah, they're the better one of the two to do that with. Yep. Get their cards worth of value. Alright, we cannot just let Shredder Jr. sit on the table, so... Just kill him now. Since I'm not blocking Pepperoni there, we're just going to get in for the damage. And then they're going to get to drain it right back. Alright, I take 6. Okay, another 6/4. One. Yep. I'm already down to 7 here, but I do have a pizza I get to eat. Oh, they got priority for something there. I think I need to hold up treats and tenderize. Try and kill him with Stomp by the Foot. Well, can't really save him, so... So let them attack first. I think I just pass here, let them try ninjutsu first. If they don't do anything, I have to punch out Pepperoni because she's too hard to block. Okay, they just have everything then, so that sucks. Yeah, I just lose now. I'm gonna have to kill one of their creatures after eating my pizza here. I'm not going to do it now because, again, they're white-black. I want them to ninjutsu out whatever they're going to ninjutsu out here. If they don't ninjutsu out anything, then I go for the kill on their guy. Alright, let's run out Mikey. Token. As for right now, I could very easily be dead here. It's fine. But they haven't seemed to have had anything, so... They have 2 cards in their hand. I still think I need stuff more than I need to take their things away, because I haven't been using their things, so... So, gain 3 life. Hope I don't die here. Ban this view bot. Hey, eat my food real quick. Yep. I get another scry. Left it on top, so that can't be good for me. I do get to gain life, so... Not quite done yet. We're close, but we're not quite done. Okay. Oh, she is a ninja. Huh. Neat. Alright, Splinter is basically unblockable right now. I cannot let him just sit on the battlefield. Okay, here's where having something like Ice Cream Cat would be super helpful. Oh, I can't let them bounce the 2-1 back to their hand regardless, but might just be dead here. Like, if they have another Shredder, like the uncommon one. Ah, Stomp by the Foot, sure. Alright, I'm at 5. They're at 21. I literally cannot block your guy, so... Yep. They make a free 1-1. That will have Death Touch. And they get to drain me an extra 1. Yeah. Yeah, this is feeling pretty hopeless right now. Just way too far down on resources compared to them. And now I'm punished for not playing out my other land before, because now I only have 9 mana instead of 10. I can only buy back one of my things. Null's really good. I will go to 1. In theory. Yep. And that does not do it. I can kill the beaver and then move the nunchaku over to kill Madame Null, but I'm still at 1. So I would still take 1 from the other ninja token. Yep. Alright. Well, hopefully we can do better. I mean, it doesn't even really do anything if I don't draw, like, back-to-back lands, and then it doesn't do anything until turn 4, so... This is better. I hate to put the avatar on the bottom, but it's 7 mana. Right, that is not a bad draw here. Okay, yeah. It's the only play I actually have, is to put this down. I'm really hoping for my 4th land next turn so I can do better stuff. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I bother getting cute while they're tapped out. Just punch out theirs. Do I hit them for 4? I think that's fine. The downside is now I won't have it. Like, I could play this on 4, and then if I hit a land on 5, I can play Putrid Pals immediately. So... Ramping's not great for me, but if they play, like, one big scary thing that doesn't help them too much, then I might just win this game. But if they play something that supports their board position, like if they play Metalhead here or something, where they get to bounce one of my guys and put a threat on the table, then they might be able to buy themselves enough time. Okay. I was gonna say, please make him, like, double strike or something. Have anything to save him? Nope. They're not going to be able to make me discard cards with their color combination, so just going to run out the land. So I'll be able to make this a 5/5 Death Touch. Assuming I don't have to slide the Nunchaku over to make this thing a 5/5. Yep. Ooh, excuse me. Yep. I mean, that lets it trade with one of my guys, but that's about it, so... Perfect, actually. So now I get to deploy this as a 5/5. And now it's a 5/5 Death Touch, or 6/6 Death Touch Trampler when they're at 4. So they will need to do something else and crack the surveillance camera to tap down the 6/6. Excuse me. Getting a little congested there. Hey, opponent. How do you live through this? Because their board position has them incredibly crimped on mana. Because 4 of it has to stop the 6/6, unless they have something else. And then they're doing it main phase. I don't think there's anything that can save them now, then. But they must not have had anything in hand anyway. Like, something like Bespoke Bow will bounce one of my... Okay. That does actually buy them the 1 turn, because I can only hit them for 3 points of damage now, which I am going to do. And just for mana efficiency's sake, slide this back over. And just in case they have, like, rock soldiers or something, I don't want to lose out on my 3 life, although they'll probably have to kill the Nunchaku at that point and kill the 4/4 or the Death Toucher. Probably the Death Toucher if they can. Like to believe they're dead. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're 1 mana short of Krang. Something along the lines of Shredder and Krang, though, would still not save them because of the Death Touch. They have to deal with the Death Touch Trampler, and then they have to have something else. That does technically qualify, because now they rebuy the Scientists and tap down my guy yet again. Oh. That actually just straight up kills them because its target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Yes. This is the rare occasion where that is the correct answer. I had a moment where I'm like, oh, that's a good draw because I can draw cards, and I'm like, they're at 1. This actually just kills them. Alright, so we're 1-1. If we can get 1 more win in this pick 2 draft, then we have succeeded. I mean, that is a bunch of 3 drops and 2 removal spells, so, and 3 lands. And now I have a 2-drop. That benefits greatly from my 3s. And yeah, they're just going to take out Rat King immediately, so. Alright, that's fine. We have a second one in the deck anyway. Also, that means they spent their second turn in their white-black, presumably sneak aggro deck, not deploying to the field, so. I want to be mana efficient, but she's a little too dangerous. So I think this is just take out Lita. Make this a 3/4. Yeah, if they can deploy 1 creature, she's either a 3/2 or they're going to get a Scry. And after that, it just kind of spirals, so. Yeah, April by herself, not really a problem. Double top is terrifying. And the Action News crew. Okay. Let's go all in on this one to attack with, and the other one back to block. Oh, I didn't hold it back to not block their creatures. Actually, out of the two of them... The problem is April's the better thing to bounce back to their hand if it's a ninja, and the Action News Crew is the better one to kill if it's a trick. Especially if it's anything that would permanently augment it. Okay. So I did make the correct block here, I feel like. I mean, they're in black. I think I hold the land for a turn. I'm really hoping they just deploy another threat and attack me for 5. That would be ideal here. As long as it's not like attack me for 5, but then play another one of their ninjas to gain life. Yeah, I'm just going to take the 5 here because I want to race them. Oh, that's 2 chump blockers and a trench coat. I really want them to just play out the Action News Crew here, because that means they're going to double block this thing. When I attack and chump the 4/5. Oh, okay. We're not. That case... I'm a little bit punished. Alright. I still think I wait the turn and kill the ninja then. Like the 5/5 ninja here. Yeah. Before blockers. So that way they can't save it with sneak. Yep, that's a bunch of blockers for them. It's not ideal for me. That, however, is... Ah, that's true. I could have bounced the one because I could have played the land afterwards. That was actually a mistake. I definitely should have hit them for more damage and bounced this one back. Three, 4, 5, 6. I'm not dead. Would potentially go to 2 here, though. In fact, I'm going to 2 here. Yeah, it's not great for me. Because this gives +1/+0, and I can't block all 4 of their creatures. Yeah, I botched that. Because if they were at 1 here from hitting them with the ninja, then... because I wound up not being able to block anyway, then I could force them to chump the 4/5 with one of their creatures, and I would be doing a little bit better. Yeah, they got me. I just can't. I can't force enough damage through, and I can't block enough of their creatures. Alright, that one's on me, I feel like. Well, we tried something different, and it didn't quite work out, although that was... I feel that last game was definitely me not playing properly, more so than anything else. If I picked up one of the 2/3s and replayed it, I would have had an extra blocker back, and they also... So I wouldn't have been at 2, and they also would have been at 1 instead of 6, or I'm sorry, they would have been at 3, right? Because I'm picking up a 2-power creature to deal them an extra 3 points of damage at that point. So they would have been at 3, which means they still need to block multiple creatures to not die. So at least one of my creatures could have attacked and forced the other thing to block, and I wouldn't have been in lethal range. So maybe I could have won that, or at least had a better chance. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there for right now. If I'm feeling up to it, I'll be back on later doing some Slay the Spire 2, because I have been waiting for that game, so I'm very excited to play it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.